In ancient times, the sacred mountain was sealed by the dwarf deities with 5 powerful.
Let's skip that boring part and let's dig into business. I need your help.
Hey, where am I? This is a bit different from what I visited earlier.
Hey, come here quick.
Oh, me?
Yes, you.
How dare you to interrupt my story? I am the mountain.
Well, as I was saying, this is the Misty Mountain and has two things about it. One, it's filled with golds and diamonds. And there is some kind of weird magic.
What was the last part?
Instead, you can mine any dwarf streams, and all you need is a pickaxe.
Any dwarf streams?
Hello, everyone. Welcome. Today it's Friday, and we're back for another Pickaxe Master stream. Today we have here with us Fred and Ferd, and we're about to go into the multiplayer live test map. So we have prepared a couple of challenges, a couple of experiences that we want to try it out with you. So before we go into that, I just want to give a welcome here to Gibesh and Fred and Ferd. And I'm going to ask. I'll start with Gibesh. Gibesh, how are you doing today?
All good, all good. Let us know how you're doing in the chat.
Welcome. And Fred, hey, how are you doing today?
Good. GMAE San Fam. When you spawn in, I can see I'm always really good at remembering to put the spawn where I want. So you'll spawn in a random spot, but that's okay.
I'm inside the instance, but I don't see you guys. It looks like we're at different ones.
I see Gibbous in mine. You can / instances to see if there's. Maybe it's because you're in 8.1 and I'm in 8.0.
Really?
Could be.
Would that make us going to different ones? Because I'm clearly logged. There's only one instance, and okay, I'll just.
It must be difference if you're in 0.1 and 0.0.
I'll just quit the experience and try to join in.
Yeah, 0.1 came out yesterday.
Yeah.
And I wanted to try to get through this test before I downloaded it in case it breaks anything, because I didn't have any time to work on the logic before the test this morning. So that was my thinking of not updating to point one until after the stream. So this test may be a bit unusual.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to get to see you guys, but nope, I'm alone here. I just loaded, and it's funny that's from the okay. So GameMaker 0.1 and GameMaker 8 looks like we're getting into different instances, which kind of sucks. I have to tell. I have to admit.
Yeah. Well,
Where's everyone? I'm alone here
Yeah.
in the map.
shoot.
Yeah,
I
and
mean,
hey,
I could go download point one quick, I guess. You
well,
could test them in point one and see how they
I
work.
think there's some people that already have 8.1. So I might be have peoples on this on this server. You might have other members on that
Yeah,
server. So let's see how it goes. But hey, let's greet everyone that has joined us now. So we've got 322 confirmed here. We've got Breezy75, OG Shakespeare, The Sugar Cubes, Ekion, Faded Pain, Last Ear Trier, and Noble Arcade Rakusha, Secret Meow, Mosquito. Hello, Lucas. How you doing? Off Dark, and thank you for the raid. How you doing? How is going the game progress overall? We've got Sparky Snickle, MLD Tech, Vox Machina Studios, Go West, Philip Lights, Wapax, Oddle Hill, The Escape Room Artist, and Blue Tulip. Welcome, everyone. Hope that you're having an amazing Friday and that you're getting ready for your weekend. So, for today, it looks like we just started and we already have a couple of surprises, even for ourselves. So, Givish, Fred, and Ferd, they have GameMaker 0.8. They're on this map, which we ask you to join us. So if you go into the draft gallery, you go into the experiences that are on 0.8, and please join in. There's a test site that has just been published now, so it should be very, very easy for you to find it. Please hop on. If you have GameMaker 0.8, you should be able to join Givish and Fred in this map. And if you have 0.8.1, you should be able to join myself on another instance. But I'm not sure how this goes, so hop on into the Game Maker, join us. We'll be doing some multiplayer live tests with you, and your feedback is pretty much welcomed as we explain what we have done here, give you maybe some information on how to develop these type of things if you're building a map as well, and let's see how they work all together. That's what we want to do here. See how all of this behaves in the multiplayer setup. And Roxy Miguel, buenos dias. How you doing? Okay, so before we start anything, we're going to ask you, please jump on into the Game Maker draft gallery. The first page, it should be there. And hop on. Let's do this. Let's try it out. I saw something falling there. Okay, that's a player. We've got someone else joining in the map as well. Here on 0. So which one of you that's watching the stream right now that's going to enter this experience is using 0.8.1 and who is using 0.8? So we can see if everyone is going into the same map or if we're getting split up, depending on the version.
Probably if we are able to see in this experience, they have 0.8, and the ones that you, Bruno, are able to see will probably have the newer one.
Oh yeah, I'm seeing 9A, 7A in here. Hey, welcome. Yep, that must be pretty much it. Okay, let's try to conduct these tests. I was not expecting to have everyone divided into two maps, which is kind of a bummer. Looks like everyone is still on that one. I can see everyone jumping. Got 9A, 7A. So feel free to explore the tests in here and just see what's happening all around.
Givish, do you look around? Do you see platforms jumping all over the map? Like, look up in the sky and look around. My platforms are flying around like, I don't know what's going on with them.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I did.
Oh, there they are.
I tried to catch it.
Something about having hierarchies. Maybe I have a speaker that's looking at somebody and that's messing it up, I guess. But yeah,
It looks like it's
anything that
somehow
has
attached
a
to a
parent
car.
with children seems to get messed up somehow.
Parenting here is still pretty weird. And we've got Ekion in here as well. Ooh, that's a cool avatar. The way that is that a custom sliding animation? I'm seeing Ikion here with a rabbit's avatar, and he's making a custom sliding animation.
Is he sliding on his
Might be.
belly?
Yeah, the rabbits have their own sliding animation, which is very different from all the other avatars.
So basically, small avatars slide on their bellies. So Care Bears,
Oh,
rabbits, I guess. Yeah. So they all slide around on their bellies.
I did not see a Care Bear
But
slide.
yeah, I see the rabbits. They put their arms up back them. It's like an anime run slide. That's pretty cool.
Mhm. It's pretty cool. This is so funny. Okay, so we've got. Okay, let me try also to get the car and just do the same as well in here. Okay, let's try to do this both on each maps, and let's get through. So first things first, before everything. So the first part of the show will be here on the multiplayer test map. We'll be explaining, going through everything that's on this map, and for the second time, we will go into the Misty Mountain and also go into the mining session as well.
That's one of the traps, Huddle, or one of the events. I try not to call them traps; they're events. And we'll have Gibbous go through each event, and I'll explain them as I watch his screen.
All right.
Will we start from L1 or L2?
We'll start at L1 since we weren't able to test last week.
All right.
But when Bruno's ready, I'll start explaining.
I am. I'm right at the same place as Gibbous is.
All right, so Gibbous is driving through the first event. And what happens here is there's 2 asset spawners that once somebody drives through it will spawn those boulders. They have gravity and collisions on them, and they have a plant behavior. So there's also a timed event that the detection speaker talks to that deletes those boulders after a certain amount of time, resets. The detection speaker will reset, and the trap is ready for the next person to drive through it. It's a pretty simple, effective trap. One thing that I did notice, or event, one thing I did notice is when you're editing it, the collision boxes around the car will just push it off like it's nothing. It'll yeet them all the way across the map. When we're in multiplayer, they seem to have a lot more weight and effect on the vehicle, which makes it a much more effective event. So as the game maker gets better and better, that event might not be as effective as it is right now, but we'll see.
Also, you have to tell that the cars, they do have some collision boxes you added by adding some layers of carpets, correct?
Yeah, so the cars are pick-upable with, they're the parent of invisible collision boxes around the outside. So that if you were to set down the car, you can't just walk out of the car. You'd have to jump out. And I can fix that by doing auto jump up to 2 or something like that. I just haven't gotten around to it yet, but that's a good example of how it'll show you that you're inside invisible collision boxes around the car.
Okay. So what I wanted to say is that if you have for example, you're just driving by without being on a car with something that has collisions, it will not give that sort of all that buggy effect that when you have the boulders dropping on you. So that way, it's increasing even the difficulty for the players that they really get slowed down. So if you're just sliding and you have nothing attached to yourself or to your avatar, you'll just bump into those boulders and basically just ram them, I would say, outside.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. It's something that OG Shakespeare's been testing pretty regularly each morning, and I stole the idea from him.
Hell yeah. So it's pretty much what we're doing here, trying to bring some information for all together and hey, I like to see how this is going. I'm watching the screen. There's always someone trying to trigger that fading to black type of trap.
Yeah.
And I can imagine this being very, very fun on these multiplayer setup. So, okay, that was the first one. And this is a way just to create something to make make the life of the players a bit hard while they're playing. So if you're designing something it could be either a parkour, a racing game, it could be just a sort of challenge type of game. And if you are able to spawn boulders that are seen multiplayer, it could be boulders, could be balls, it could be pretty much anything that you want. And the way that they have been designed is to make something that is difficult for the player to pass by, or at the bare minimum, will slow it down. So that's the goal of the first trap. I think you already explained it like pretty much how it was done. Like there's a speaker, then there's asset spawner. It will drop a plant, right? You already went
Yep,
through
there's a
this.
speaker that talks to a timed event and an asset spawner at the same time. The asset spawner will spawn the boulders with the plant behavior on them and with collisions and gravity. And then so the timed event is already counting down at that time. And let's say 10 seconds later, it will delete the boulders. And then the speaker was also on like a 10-second text delay or something like that. So it'll also make itself available after it resets. And if you guys have any questions or anything about stuff you see, yeah, feel free to send me a DM or anything. I'm here to help.
Hell yeah! And I would say we go into the next one. We still have a
So
lot of them to cover.
it'll go fast. So the asphalt road on a level 1, or wait, no, the dirt road, sorry. The dirt road on level 1 is the what's fading everything to black for everybody. It's an event that uses the post processing effect. I saw Half Dork using it for a poison event today. Um, what this one does is it pulls out all the white light from the scene, and the white light is essentially what makes us see everything. The white light is what bounces us everything and gives us the color that it is. So I pull all the white light out over a 4-second fade, 3 or 4 second fade, and then after 1 second, it flips back on with a timed event. Unfortunately, timed events at this time are only whole numbers, they're not decimal numbers. That's why it stays black for so long at this point, which needs a little tweaking, but the way that you switch the post processing all black screen back to the other one is you switch it back to a neutral post processing effect. So, and that's all done with a timed event. So, did I explain that one good?
It felt very clear to me. And just to state, like, why would you need something like this? Like, what would be the goal if in a multiplayer setup? Why would you need something that will block out everyone's eyes? Let's say it's pretty much like that.
So the inspiration for that trap is or event is like the squid ink from Mario Kart, where you get ink all over the screen and it makes it hard to travel for a little bit. Um,
Hmm.
that is what this is meant to emulate. I I it's one of my favorite events so far because it makes you feel nervous for a second. Like it's like turning your headlights off when you're driving around at night for a minute, and then you flip
Yeah,
them right back on. You're like, okay, that's pretty scary.
that was adrenaline rush right
Yeah,
there.
exactly. I haven't done that since high school, but yeah, I think we've all done that once or twice.
Yep, and there's a pretty cool addition in here that we want to test later on. But one thing we figured out, we need to test stuff step by step. If we try to bundle up too many tests at the same time, if it does not work, we cannot tell what is not working actually. So we're trying to go slowly into small steps, and we make it complicated over time. So one of the things we're making traps to make the life harder of a player. But what if we could do the opposite? We could also have boosts that will make the life easier of a player. So regarding this one, for the post-effecting process, uh, we thought of a way. So this basically penalizes every player in the map. Is there a way that some players could not be penalized because they had some boost? And that's what we thought. What if the cars they have flashlights, so it's blocking out the light for everyone, but that player that got himself, for example, a boost, that got himself some flashlights in the car, he might be able the only one to see what's happening on the map. Is that correct?
Yes, that would be a very cool addition. As if, you know, because we want personal events to happen to people. So if someone was cognizant of picking up headlights in case somebody turns off the lights, they may be able to see for that split second while everybody else can't. So that's definitely a very cool idea.
I'm definitely waiting to see if we can make that work and make that happen. Oh, and here on this one, I'm already on the next rep, but I already see some results. Sorry. because I've got here 9A78 trying all of these tests as well, and there's some stuff that's promising, I would say, that we're getting here.
Yeah, I
But
don't.
hey, let's
We'll have to. I can't wait to test it and point
continue.
one. Um, but yeah, as far as the headlights go, it'll just require some tweaking because we won't be able to use the lights that we're pulling out of the scene. So I don't know if we want to go pitch black or anything, but you'd have to use a different light that isn't getting pulled out by the post processing effect. So it might be a little tricky, but everything in Game Maker is a little tricky.
Yeah, that is correct.
All right. So Gibbish is about to head on the stone road on level 1. And that's where we play with, we're playing with the actor behavior. It took me quite a while to get the actor behavior to work properly for me. And that's because, and I would love to be proved wrong on this, but that's because you need 2 assets to go in and out of collision. So if you look close, Gibbish can see 2 outer tunnels that I used there. One starts as collision and one starts as no collision. And so the actor behaviors are flipping each one on and off at the same time to get that effect. So basically, this is going to act as a barrier across the road that the first person that drives up to it can drive through. And then anybody else, too late after the timed event switches those back is going to hit the solid wall. And the event will have to be triggered again before people can drive through it.
So basically, we can leave people in a cage.
And the way it's set up, people could get stuck inside that tunnel. Yeah. I don't know if we want to have it like that long term, but you could get yourself stuck in the tunnel.
Now, what
Another
I'm
thing
saying
to be cognizant of. Sorry, go ahead.
Now, what I was saying is that actually this function can be used in very different type of setups for multiplayer experiences. So you can think this as a prison, for example. So players could be stuck there until someone actually releases them by activating the logic. Someone that's on the outside and can release them. So you would think this as something you could do for some sort of game that could trap players. So there's 2 teams. One team is trying to trap other players. The other team is also trying to free their own team members and trying to trap the opponents. So this one can actually be used in very, very different type of setups.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think there's a lot of really cool uses for actor behavior, including making things invisible. But yeah, you can't play around with collisions and invisibility at the same time. And it seems like you can't make something with collision and not collision and switch it back and forth without using 2 of them that start in their own state. Hopefully I'm explaining that right. Let me know if you have any questions. Another thing that happens with actor behavior is it basically affects everything within its range, like a message broadcaster would, or now you can do with the speaker even. So I have the detector way or like above it, so it's just clipping the roof of the tunnel, because if it were to hit the car that you're driving around on, it leaves the car behind and it breaks it. So it doesn't just affect the itself, it affects a range of things, and everything around that range will be affected by the actor behavior.
Okay, and what I want to ask you, so all of these 3 traps that we just watched, they're all built up in a multiplayer type of setting. So is it all multiplayer components and behaviors?
Everything that we've seen so far is all built on MP.
Okay. I just wanted to I know the answer. I just wanted to ask you that so that everyone that's also watching the stream and it's thinking like, okay, how was this done? Until now, so far, everything was done in a multiplayer type of setup. So everything is a multiplayer message right now.
So I think Gibbous tried to jump up into the actor behavior and he turned it off and then turned it back on. I'm not sure, but there's definitely some tweaking. And I saw ERA say make it a big wall instead. And yeah, I probably will. Or some other event or some other asset that fits the scene better.
The goal is
test.
And basically, like you were saying, the goal for the previous trap, what would you envision that would be the goal for this trap as well?
The goal for this type of trap would just be for the person that gets out front to try to get separated from the pack and slow people down. It's to try to separate the pack a little bit. create frustration for people behind. And it doesn't have to go all the way across the road, because you still want to give people a chance. So it would more be something that you would have to hopefully veer around, kind of like the bollards or stuff. There's lots of thinking to be done.
Okay. So that one, I would say that is sort of reviewed. So now we're going into the more complex, interesting ones. I would say, at least, I'm very eager to see those function.
Yeah. Sometimes they've been working. Right now they aren't working in point .0. I would be interested to see if they're working in point .1.
So we already see that it's already tilted the platform. It will be pretty much impossible to trigger event number 3.
So Gibbish is getting it right there. Just keep it right there for a minute, please. So basically what is happening over here
Can you zoom
is
in a little bit so we can show
um,
in detail what's happening? Zoom
we
in.
as a Bruno had an idea to create an way for single player messages to talk to MP messages, so that eventually we could use that as a way to create checkpoints, for example, or create single player events, for example. So let's say, imagine like the invincibility star in Mario Kart. We don't want everybody to get the invincibility cart. We want to try to use SP messages to make one person get the invincibility star, or a boost like the mushrooms, or whatever. And so
Yeah.
we devised this first plan on level 1, uses all SP messages and an SP RNG to kill an SP plant. Okay. That makes a speaker with gravity on it, an MP speaker with gravity on it, fall through the hole and set off an MP message. So that's what the first test was, and it was working. But now what happens is when we kill the single player plant, the MP speaker with gravity on it doesn't know where it should be. You can see it picks the top, it picks the bottom, and it picks the middle all at the same time. And it doesn't set off the message at the bottom. Can you zoom in more, Gibbous, and get a real good look at what's happening? Right now it's picking 4 spots, actually.
Yep. Maybe it has to do with the number of players that's in the map.
Maybe. But
But
so
yeah,
it's becoming very serious about MP and SP messing with each other. Like, you could get rid of the collision of an SP plant and this would work, but now it's not. So I really don't know what to say about this other than to bring it all to your attention and try to get ideas from it, because I say it a lot. I love being proved wrong in things. So, yeah, Bruno, do you have anything to add on this?
I do. So we did this test, and yesterday we were checking it on Wednesday as well, and this goes beyond our comprehension. I have to say on what's happening in here. It feels like it's not a normal bug. So most of the times when you try to test something on the game maker, usually you would send a message, and if it doesn't work, it will not trigger anything. Or if you set up wrong, you'll notice that something was set up wrong. On this case, actually everything is set up right because this was actually working before, and we tested, everything was working, we changed nothing, and now it's broken and we're getting this visual effect. So what we know here is that we're using parts of this that are single player and parts of it that are multiplayer.
Mm-hmm.
And what I was thinking is, so if there's something that's single player and is trying to be read on the locally only, so it should be read on only on the computer of the person that activated, because that's at least that's how I envision how single player logic works. It's locally, while the multiplayer happens on the server and happens for everyone at the same time. So that way it can be synchronized. It can not only happen on your computer, it must happen on everyone's computer at the same time. So Having the map itself is multiplayer, so we're in a synchronized setup, and we're trying to put inside the synchronized setup a single player event that should only run locally. So what I think it's happening here, it's a conflict between what should be happening locally with what it's happening synchronized on the multiplayer. That's why we see this many numpads that they do not know where to be. But again, this is only a assumption. We're not sure if it's actually working like that, but at least
Mhm.
at my end, this is what I'm getting. So add another thought. So we're using numpads in here. Numpads, they're an asset. Being this a multiplayer synchronized experience, if we have any asset in the game, it's also synchronized because it's being visible by everyone. This is just some brainstorming that I want us all to do together. Now, on GameMaker 8, we also have the donuts, the logic donuts, and those are not assets that are not in game. So they're like in game, but they're some sort of different part of being in game, as opposed to physical assets, they're seen. So they are synchronized, while logic donuts, they're not seen on the map and they can not be synchronized because they can end the donuts, the way that the donuts are done logically, because this has been programmed in Unity. So maybe the back end pathing of a donut works differently rather than the logic that is being put into an asset that's physically on a synchronized map. Am I making any sense in here?
I mean, it could. I doubt it, but because I've used logic just like I've used the logic bubbles just like I would use number pads and put gravity on them. And the only reason I didn't do that on this map is because you can't put them visible. You can put them visible for one turn and then they turn back invisible. It would be very hard to explain what's happening to people if we use logic donuts, but I'm not saying it's not worth testing to see if it would work.
I know, I know. In terms of showing, it would be harder, but in terms of actually communicating inside the server, inside the game maker, my thoughts are: is this messing? Are the donuts the I don't know how to call those logic?
Yeah, just call them. Yeah, you can just call them donuts. That's
Okay,
fine.
the logic donuts. So are the logic donuts? You would see the game maker as a program, and it's a program that has components that run locally, and that some others that run in the server because it's synchronized. So within that program, I'm thinking, what makes the division? How the program says these goes into single player and these goes into multiplayer processing. So maybe having any type of logic on an asset, for example, the numpad, because it's an asset, maybe it brings it to the synchronized version because it's an asset that everyone see. If it stays on the logic part with the donut logic, maybe it's some sort of buffer area that runs all the logic and then it can divide, either goes into single player or it goes into multiplayer. But this is a very wild guess.
I mean, it's worth setting up to see if it has that effect for sure.
And yeah, what's everyone's thoughts on this regarding the visual bug that Givesh is seeing? What do you think it could be causing this? Is this a way to tell it won't work? Is something that you feel like it's having a conflict? From what you're seeing, what is your opinion?
While everybody's thinking, I'll say my opinion is gravity. I want to do it all SP instead. I want to do a test with all SP instead of any MP for next week. Because I want to see if, because the gravity of the soccer balls works, but the gravity of deleting an SP carpet doesn't work.
The only change there I would see is that everything you said from the football, it's multiplayer, and everything is synchronized. No problem. So what I would try to do to have this, it's also set up this logic, but all on multiplayer. So if it works with all on multiplayer, this type of logic, then that's the conflict between single player and multiplayer, and it could really be between not being able to process it.
Mm-hmm.
And Altarky is saying that it agrees harder to show them working if their donuts could be converted later on in the pipeline before an official release. Yep.
Yeah, we've been asking for different colored donuts, and If we could keep them visible, that would be kind of fun too. Um, Another thing to mention, just really quick before I forget, is something happens to RNG in the drafts gallery. The platform RNG that I like to use, that I feel is kind of standardized, which I can't wait to see more standardized versions of RNG, believe me. But this version it shifts the platform over to the left for some players. Um, it's really an unusual bug. I've never seen anything like it before. That RNG is set up right over top of the speakers, like, but on Gibbous screen, it's shifted to the left, so it's not where it's supposed to be. And me and Bruno were testing this yesterday, and Bruno couldn't hit some of the messages because it was offset. Like it would look like he's hitting them normal, but he would actually hit different ones than me. So he would have different carpets deleted on top than I would.
Even
And that
Gibbous, if you
platform
look
is
at
an
it,
MP.
you cannot trigger the last one.
Yeah, Gibbous can't even reach the last one because of its offset. So
So another thing, by the way, do you want to tell how we made it communicate the multiplayer into a single player? Because we know that part is working. The part that's not actually working, it's the physics.
yeah, I mean it was working because you could delete that carpet all through a single player message. You talk to a single player speaker, which would talk to a single player message broadcaster being carried by the MP platform. I will admit there's an MP platform. The SP message broadcaster talks to an SP speaker on the bottom, and the SP speaker on the bottom talks to an SP plant, which is the carpet. That deletes the collision wall, which allows the MP speaker, this is the switch, the MP speaker to use gravity to fall down to the MP timed event. The speaker falls because it sees the tag. The timed event goes, and that speaker, sets off the MP asset spawners and all that stuff. And then the timed event will kill the boulders off. And the test right above this, we decided to try testing with health components for the carpet because this was working. And Bruno's like, why don't we use the reset of the health to reset the trap? And I'm like, damn, that's a good idea. But then gravity stopped working.
Everything works. Actually, elf component works, and it resets as it's supposed. Then we just got the same visual from collisions, which kind of sucks. So usually we would say that the hardest part we actually kind of nailed it, but then we got the bug that we were not counting with it, which is just which just sucks. It's what it's just showing right now.
We're calling it the gravity bug, I guess.
But
I don't know if it's a bug.
So another thing to take a note from here is that most of you have tried to parent probably an asset speaker with a multiplayer platform. And you have noticed that if you have single player components parents with a multiplayer platform, usually the parented logic part would not receive the message. It would get broken. But the message broadcaster actually parents with the multiplayer platform and responds accordingly. Do you want to talk a bit about that as well, Fred?
You mean how I couldn't send the message before, but now we figured out how to do it with the message broadcaster? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. So what I want to say is that how you can parent a single player into a multiplayer thing.
Yeah. So the way we did it is originally Cyber Dragon had an RNG system which the Pickaxe Master uses, and it has a platform carry around an asset spawner, right? And the asset spawner will spawn something with a certain tag, and it spawns in such a way that it only sets off one RNG out of 6, let's say. Well, that doesn't work in this because SP asset spawners, they don't exist in a multiplayer drafts gallery. You cannot get an SP asset spawner to respond to anything. So I had to reinvent RNG a little bit, and I used an SP message broadcaster instead, which worked really well. And I think that it may work better than an asset spawner long term. because you can set the range of the message broadcaster to 1, and it works just like an asset spawner minus 1 step.
So there's less processing power being used in the map as well.
Right. So that's how I'm sending the message to an MP through an SP. We were going to use gravity, and it was working, but now we get a gravity bug.
Maybe these will be taken down. Just to state that these worked before. So we did a test that was myself, Givesh, and Fred in the map, and we were testing the exact experience, and it was working from the beginning until the end. The carpet was getting killed. The numpad was the physics of the numpad were going correctly. It was falling down. It was triggering the message, the timed event. It would spawn the boulders. It would kill later on the speaker message that triggered all of this. So it was all working.
The only thing that we wanted to do more was reset it.
Yep. That's after that, everything just got broken. And we've got a question here from Secret Meow. And he's asking, wait, how you kill the carpet collision with single player plants?
I killed the carpet with the message broadcaster that's being carried around by the platform. So
The
that
lower
message broadcaster will hit a certain RNG depending on, whatever time you run into the SP detector over there. And that message will kill the right carpet.
Okay. Let us
So-
know if you got more questions. Yeah.
Gibbous can't kill the third carpet because the RNG gets shifted to the left. And you can see that bottom number pad isn't getting far enough to the right. And that's why his last carpet isn't gone.
I was thinking
Well-
maybe we should have a button there as well, just to manually trigger
For
those
me?
if needed.
We could.
For me, it looks like this problem is appearing when we have the new update. So basically, my theory is that we have that client side that Bruno talked, and we have that server side. So I do imagine that server side is collecting data and sending back to our players.
You know what
So
happens? I just
Those
figured it out.
buttons seems like they're in multiple position at once,
Yeah,
but
I know why too. Because it spawns in when you spawn in, and the MP is where it's at where it's at, where you know what I mean.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm
So
just
that RNG
guessing
won't
that,
work.
yeah.
So the RNG only works as a single player when everyone does that. So we need everyone to trigger the same trap so it gets confirmed on all computers and then actually happens.
I think the MP or the platform will be wherever it's at. I don't think you can use SP on the bottom of it for that RNG because it'll spawn in when you spawn in, but the MP platform will be wherever it's at in the server. So if you spawn in and the platform's all the way to the left or all the way to the right, but your thing is supposed to be all the way on the left, it'll put it there and keep it in relation to where it's supposed to be. Like it doesn't put it in the right spot. And
So
I might not be making
maybe
sense, but it totally makes sense in my head right now.
I do understand what you're saying. So maybe the logic should not move till the certain conditions are seeked. So basically, when you
No,
spawn,
no.
nothing moves. But when it needs, it start to move, and it starts to move for all players when they
That
already
might be
in
an
the map.
option, yeah.
Oh, so whenever you're starting like the event, so it stops. And when you actually get like the go to start the game, then it starts to move. So it's synchronized for everyone. But
But anybody who spawns in later than when the first game starts, or like it would have to be reset.
Mhm.
If anybody spawns in and then's able to get on the race or something after, it would be off for them. Not that they would notice potentially very much, but and you could put RNG off to the left of it too, so that it would never miss something.
Yeah.
But it's just interesting. It's really, really weird.
Making the platform moving a lot into each side could like also make it work even if it's offsetted.
Yeah, yeah. You could just put more RNG off the sides.
Okay, this is interesting. And I think we are kind of getting into somewhere here. And hey, we're brainstorming here live. Basically, we're showing off what the tests are, where we want to reach with those tests, and not only we get to explain them to you on what we're developing, but also we can take the chance to be actually brainstorming together and see if we together can come up with a solution for this. And I think we'll just take the chance to also think live as well on what could be done, what could be improved to make this work. So that's a very good, very interesting thought process. So only started whenever the game is supposed to happen, right?
Yeah, I think it basically the platform moves, and the first player gets everything right, but the second player gets
They
everything.
get their RNG wherever they spawn in, and the server keeps track of the platform.
Yeah. So basically, for me, it looks like the server is sending the information of the each thing. Where is it in the map? And basically, it's overwritten uh, by the basically the first player gets the position of all of the objects inside the experience from the save, and the second player is getting the data when it's already moved to something, because it's already the game started and all the platform is moving, and when the second player spawns in, it 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 gets pushed like we see this button. Yeah, I think, Fred, this does make sense why this is happening when you put it in that like that.
I'm thinking in another thing, which would be a farmer that would follow. So do you remember those racetracks that you have a bunny that goes super fast and all the dogs go chasing it? Have you seen
Hmm.
that? So
Yeah.
we have the platform. The platform is the bunny, and we have, for example, either predators. Yeah, it could be predators that are the dogs. So basically, you have the platform, and you have the dogs chasing it. And since it's a predator, whenever it gets triggered, maybe eats one of the RNGs.
Yeah, I mean it's an idea. I mean, if you use those mechanics, first of all, they're only SP, which we're trying to do SP stuff, but just something to think about. And another is they're not always very fast to react. Like they'll be like, "Oh, that's a plant. Um, is that a plant?" Then they'll walk over, But
Oh, that was the plans. Okay, I'll get
okay,
next
it's a
one.
plant. Yeah,
I'll eat next one. But I
but
was just thinking why? Because that way, we would have the dogs chasing the rabbit, and it would be synchronized. It would be chasing always the multiplayer platform that's synchronized for everyone.
hmm I could set up a test and show you what it would look like. Um, we can test it. It's fun to test things.
It's a different type of, yeah. I don't know. I usually I just throw out ideas. I find like a bug
I
roads and
I set up
throw.
an RNG when we first set up this map that was all MP, and it had the same problem. I don't think this is an SP-MP problem. I think something happens that when you spawn in with this RNG system, the server gets confused with where the actual like RNG spawner or message broadcaster is in relation to the platform.
Mhm.
Um, I don't think it's an SPMP thing, but we'll test it for next week.
It could be because it's parented. So maybe the parent, although the multiplayer platform would be moving left and right, maybe the parented asset that we have as either a message broadcaster or asset spawner, it gets fixed in one place until actually the player logs into the map, which would be very convenient if we could use multiple behaviors. We can use multiple components, but will be very, very useful if we could use multiple behaviors because as we could have a platform and a spawner within the same one. So there would be no need to actually parent those. It could be all in one, but it's not. That is not possible. So we will have to wait and see into what it's possible right now. And Surdar Ryu is saying here, drop in, drop out problems. If you could create a trigger that resyncs all positions again, it would work, or block new players from the gameplay till it is finished before resetting it for the next. So that was also one thought we had here. So a way to resync everything. So that would basically that would be stopped until actually the game starts, until there's a go, and then it actually triggers. And who's ready to compete will have it synchronized. Who is not competing, it won't have synchronized, but it won't matter that much. And when the loops is finished, the event, the game is over, and then everything is reset and set up again to be played. Then it would get into home position, restart everything, so it gets synchronized for all the players again, and restart.
Suro Doi Ryu. That's a great idea, and we want to do that so bad. But so far, we set that up originally with a bunch of presets. Every time you were supposed to drive through an event, there would be one of 4 events that would happen, and what happened is everything got sent to, I call it the haunted corner, instead of being where it was supposed to be. So there's glitches around using presets to reset the map and stuff like that.
Actually, there's something there.
I wish we could hit a button to resync everybody and stuff. That's a good idea to give to the devs, but also at the same time that would break the game. Like somebody doesn't like what's happening halfway through the race, they hit the resync button and everybody's pissed. So
actually, there's something in the haunted corner, and usually when there's stuff on the haunted corner, we're breaking into something. Okay. It feels like there's a numpad down there.
But there may be.
When Gibbous jumped, it looked like there was a numpad there.
So let's talk about the rest of the test quick.
Oh yeah.
So Gibbous is driving through the asphalt second level, and you can see platforms flying around the edges. Do you see that in 8.1 too, Bruno?
Nope.
Do you see the normal test on the second level of asphalt, or do you see them flying all over?
I don't see them flying. But I only see the first platform, so I only see the parents.
They seem to be turning with Gibbous. What the heck?
Oh.
Yep. They are connected with me.
How are they connected to you?
Parented, looks like.
Anyway, that's supposed to be I'm using a bunch of children on a platform, which might be messing with it, but that was supposed to have like the boulders push out from the side. Like, let me try to get to the camera right. So it'd be like, boom, push you off to the edge, and then there would be like a wall in front of it so that it would block people. And I'll try to have that set up, but I think this is going to be a pretty simple, awesome event too, once it stays on the road where it's supposed to be.
For some reason, that is parenting to the cart, maybe. If you leave the cart, does it also travel with you? No,
yeah,
stays.
Put the cart down, give us once, and try to run around.
Nope.
See what...
It's on the car.
What in the world? How did it get parented to your cart? Maybe I accidentally dragged it on the cart on accident. I mean, that's possible, I guess. That's a super weird glitch. It's possible that I might have accidentally dragged it onto the car on accident, I guess.
That one's not moving anymore.
That would be a hell of a coincidence that Gibbous was in that car. But yeah, so these level 2 are using timed events to make things appear in front of you slowly that are immovable. Those are going to be walls in front of you that try to push you off the edge and stop you. And then on the dirt road on level 2, they're going to be more bollards. So instead of gravity, rocks that you can push around, they're going to be bollards or things that are immovable that get in front of you and then either get sucked back into the ground or go back up front. You can see that the timed event has gotten off on Gibbous' screen once he goes over to the boulders. They're stuck on the ground right now, which is not where they're supposed to be. They're supposed to start up in the air and then go down to the ground and go back up. So Either the game lagged for a bit and it lost some seconds, or the timed event just is off for a second and it ends up in the wrong spot after a certain amount of time. My money's on the latter, though, that the game lagged for a second and now everything's off for a bit.
And Secret Meow is also saying that I noticed that preset will only spawn the parent in Social Hub, missing children.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we have noticed that too. It's like the parent is there and all the children's collision is still there. But the visuals are all off in the corner of the map that I call the haunted corner.
And Lasio tries saying, how does the insurance work if they hit me with the car in the metaverse? Luckily, it won't get damaged.
Yeah.
So no
You'll have
worries
to
for the
check your smart
insurance.
contract.
Well, I know that some games you'll have damaged NFTs. I know that I think it's Phantom Galaxies. They're designing something like that. Okay, so we've got into the level 2 of the traps. We have anything
Yep. And
else
then
here?
the last test I have over here is just some predators because I was interested. I knew damage was starting to work and I wanted to see if the last person that spawned in was still getting sent to the spawner. I'm not getting sent to the spawner, so I don't see anybody else getting sent to the spawner either. That might mean the last person that spawned in logged out of the map, which is probably what it is. Or maybe just
Could they
nobody
just
goes anymore.
go in, go out? Out of experience?
I don't know. Somebody just
Maybe-
came in. Somebody's over there. Did you kill him up there?
Let's check.
Once they
Does
walk
not
off
look
the
like.
spawner, you might be able to tell.
I think that no. He's not getting teleported.
All right, let me go out and spawn back in quick. And so those are and then the last one is the same as the plant where we were trying to get everything to work, but instead we are using health components and it would also reset itself with acid spawners and all that such. But yeah, the gravity bug. So
Still getting the same one in there.
my game
But
maker
actually,
crashed.
there's a part that's working, which is the respond to tag. So that stuff is actually working. So we're using health, which is single player, and it's
Yes,
behaving as a
good
multiplayer.
point. Very good point.
Okay, we've got some spammers here in the chat.
I want to be famous, but not because of you.
Let me try to block those.
I don't want to be famous. I'm just kidding. Probably the opposite of famous, I would like to be.
Okay, how do I? That's how I delete this.
All right, hopping back in the test site. Unfamous? Yeah, exactly. Infamous, I think is the word.
Goddamn, how?
All right, so I just spawned in. So can you die, Gibbous, please? In the most nice way possible. Yeah, it sent me back there. So it is working like that still. Absolutely 100%. So anybody who dies, it sends the last person that spawned in back to the spot too. Because if Gibbous is looking at me while he dies, he will see me teleport over to the spawn area where I'm now jumping. So it only kills the last person that spawned in, which is not very useful. Roxy likes using that to his advantage when we're at a crafter interview, though, and I'm the last person that spawned in. He loves doing that.
All right, that spammer being taken care of. So yeah, I was asking you. So basically, we have the replace assets working, which is single player, but it's working.
That
as
is respawn to tag.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So something interesting that I would like to set tests up for next week is health components seem to be working. So does that mean that we can send messages with health components? We can respawn them to tags, as you can see. Gibbish, that carpet is over there because we responded to that tag. Can we drop things from health? I know that there's some logic that's pretty interesting around dropping stuff when things dies. So these are all interesting tests that can happen.
Actually, we have
You
not tried
can do
that one.
timers. You can do timers with health, though timed event is
Mhm.
probably much more valuable right now. But I'm pretty sure you can do decimal point timed events with health rather than whole numbers. So
Mhm.
there's that.
That is also true. So there's a lot of tests that could include the HP in terms of mechanics and things that can still be tested out and being used in a different setup. So as you can see, when the HP, which is single player, dies and you respond to attack, it becomes multiplayer again. So that's a way to communicate single player with multiplayer as well. And basically that's this. Some stuff work, some stuff don't, but we're here testing them to see together what we can do. All right, I would say that for the tests, I think we covered kind of everything for today, right?
That's all I've got. Other than there's a soccer ball spawner, which I saw people playing with. So that was to test gravity to make sure gravity is working. I saw some people playing soccer and stuff, but yeah, if you click on this rock, you'll get yourself a soccer ball you can kick around, and you can also pick up the soccer ball. I don't have any way to delete them at this point, which I should do next time. I should put a button in so we don't accidentally break the game by having too many soccer balls. But
Okay. And before we hop off this map, so I want everyone to go into the underground part because, of course, there should be an underground part. And I've got here. Okay, let's try to line up everyone. So I've got in the 0.8.1, I've got Shakespeare, Econart, Sanders,
Bruno, do you
Easy
want to share the
75.
screen?
Okay.
I think we'll have to do today, which we'll make sure everybody's in the same version next week. You have to be in the same version to win next week. But this week we should probably do a 0.80 and a 0.1 version for everybody who came. What do you think, Bruno?
Yeah, we can do something different this time, so that everyone can get into this event or this fun thing we'll do together. Okay, in that case, I want to share.
The odds are pretty good in 0.0. It'll be a race between two people. Who else is here? I thought I saw Hoddle still here. She might have had to do something though. Sparky's in here, but Sparky's a busy lady.
No, there's a bunch of us here.
Are they hiding? Did I miss some?
Maybe not hiding, but
Oh, I see him under the waterfall. You're right. Good. Okay, yeah, we have a decent amount over here.
Okay, I'm not sure how to do this. Let me try. Get here the link. Okay, Givish, I'm about to send you this one.
How do we get out of here? Oh, up here? Can we escape this, Gibbous?
You can.
There is a
Are
way.
we stuck forever? Actually, here we go. I can get out this way. I wanted to go down the
Alright.
slide while we wait.
All right, everyone's here at the same place as well. Well, I have to say that this asset that Shakespeare has is so pretty cool. Okay,
Oh,
here we
wow.
go. Yeah, look at that. Can you show which asset is that one, Shakespeare? Is that like an aura? A1 box. Just finished my shift. I can jump in 5 minutes. Jump in. We've got a couple of things to do here. And Shakespeare, what asset is that one?
Oh, this is the best way.
Okay, let me take a screenshot in here as well. Print screen. Hey, yeah, everyone's showing their pickaxes. This is looking very, very neat.
Whee.
Oh. Still getting used to use this double. Okay, what I want to do is to post here.
I don't have anything on this account.
Oh, I cannot do this.
I'll grab a
Okay,
screenshot of
it's
this
back.
too.
I think maybe we can take the screenshot out of the stream, maybe, no? So GameMaker 0.8 on the left, GameMaker 0.8.1 on the right side.
Yep.
Okay, where to start? We have the climbing routes and we have the track. I would go into the race. As you can see, there's some stuff above here, like some tracks. So let's try to get into those tracks.
So
And,
the idea is that we start at the bottom right here,
okay.
and we have to go all the way up through the waterfall. Fred and Ferd's idea, I think it's cool. And then we can come right here and start from here. So
Let's start from. Let me see where you're at.
we can
So go up
mhm.
from the waterfall.
Yeah, and
Oh, cannot go
yeah,
higher.
from here we can start slide, but I think that
Oh, from here.
it's
Okay.
some sort of loop, but basically we can start maybe on right here. And basically the first who makes one loop is the first.
Okay.
So I will just
Hopefully. So I know.
show. Oh, it's not easy to get up there, but
I need to go up there to just be as a referee.
Okay, swim up the waterfall
yeah, then jump onto that.
and
Yeah,
then jump
the
off there.
sliding components, I did play a lot with them, and some
Nah,
places are really hard,
good.
but I did find that sometimes you can really, if you pick up the speed, you can really go fast on it. Though I really feel like single player and multiplayer behaves a bit different, quite a bit different.
Very true.
Okay, so let's go near this flag. I would say that this would be the starting line. Then
Okay.
after that, oh damn it, fall down into here.
I think.
Okay, so
Well, the starting line you think is there.
for the
I
because it
would
would be
suggest right
different.
here downstairs to start the race and be able to finish it.
So we do it. Oh, okay. All right, everyone, let's jump down. I just want to explain really quickly what will be. So we will start here, as you can see on Giver screen. Let's also get over here, and I'll show really fast what the race will be because it will be a multi-tier. So first, we will start with the climbing route here, as you can see, to go up. If we're going to,
Well, Gibbous just had people or swim up the waterfall today.
Yeah, but it's actually a lot of ways you could like agree with your friends or how you want to do it. So
okay, we'll
yeah.
do waterfall for now. Okay, let's
Yeah,
all jump
if somebody
here.
swims up the waterfall and somebody's trying to climb the wall, the waterfall's going to win. So I would recommend taking the waterfall.
All right, so everyone, please get into the same spots. We're trying to gather everyone in here. And once you climb up the waterfall, you'll see a flag on your right side. Go the opposite, on the left side, and you'll see some race tracks. So one is a giant slide, which you'll see that is very big, and the actual racetrack goes into the right side. So let's gather everyone. Here we go. Who's in that place? We got Ikion.
So I'll be up here to help direct people a little bit. From my side, I don't.
Ikion says
I'm not in point one.
He is busy, so go ahead. Who's there? We've got Shakespeare over there, I think. A1 box. This is the starting line, by the way. From here.
Okay. Well, in single player, it's a lot different. But yeah, basically, I did think of having some sort of start for everyone to be equal, but decided that yeah, probably one place that we all stand up.
I was seeing some rainbow walking on the map. That must be Shakespeare.
So Bruno, you have to referee on your side by yourself.
All right, no worries. I'll just follow. I'll just follow by the competition. Where's Shakespeare here? Let's get it started.
So you have to start on the block. The last person to get back, or the first person to get back on the block, as long as they follow the route properly, is the winner.
Yep. And I will be controlling from above as well. Gibish and Fred too. Okay. I would say, who's ready? Come here because we are about to start. Let's give 1 more minute, and after that, we will make the countdown.
I'll
So,
do
you
the
guys,
countdown in our chat, and then Bruno, you'll have to do a countdown in your chat.
think it's the same. If we do it live, would it not be at the same time for everyone? We got 9A, 7A,
It's it.
perfect.
I mean, we can try. I'll start at 10.
Okay,
Good. I
so
don't think we can see the chat on Gibbus's screen.
I'm guessing
Should I
here
make
as
it
well.
so that we can see it?
No, we'll call it the 3, 2, 1 here on the stream. And it's that is synchronized for everyone, so it's all good. So I'll just be here. Hey, Shakespeare, you want to join in into that starting point where Gibish is? Right, we've got 9A, 7A also green there. And let's, I think everyone is ready by now.
I'm at 5. You
You're
can see
counting with
mine
your
on
heads?
yours.
Sorry?
Can you see mine on point 1?
Can I see mine? What mine?
I'm
We'll
pretty
start
sure
our
no.
race here soon. When you see go, go. Don't anticipate go. Wait till you see go.
But hey, I don't see anything in my chat.
It's go, 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 all go.
Go, 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 go. Okay, all right, go, go.
This group isn't going. So most people
Oh
are
my God.
going.
Okay, they're going as well in here. All right.
I see that Sudori Ryu is. Oh,
Okay, go
the
to the left.
7-7s.
1 box. That this is the first place. Like this is the second. And here,
Right
go
here,
on the
right
right
here,
side.
Moscow over here
Masca.
this way.
Right here.
Yep. Go
Go
from
on
the
down
right
this
side.
way.
Go going. Keep going.
All right, I'll go back down to referee.
Hey, Breezius, this way. This is the way you need to go.
Oh, Roxy Miguel is stuck. Oh no, Roxy.
Sevens,
Really
did you
try
go
to
all the way
follow them.
through already? Nice. It looks like the sevens made it.
Oh yeah, yeah. He was actually.
It was very, very. Oh no, you fell. I was saying that was way too fast. That was very good honesty. You should be rewarded for that. Because there was Gibbous that made it.
I'm not sure who made it here, but I think it was 1 box.
Meow. Get up there. Okay, I almost had a meow.
Okay, well, we can
Moscow
call
was a
this.
very
We
close
can call
second.
this as the. This was to prepare. I think everyone by now knows what's the track like.
Meow won this on our screen.
No, this was the warm-up race.
Oh,
Let's
we
call it
can't
like
do that to Meow, Bruno.
No, it was a warm. Not everyone knew what this was going to be about, and
Everybody
like it-
on my map, everybody on my map knew what was up. Meow won that.
sorry, folks. Here, I think 1 box, the one over here. I have to say that I step away from the displays, trying to figure out what was happening. Okay, we just did once. We've got Meow. Meow, please do open up a ticket at the server, or since you're the winner, you'll be one of the lucky miners later today. Let me just take note of you here.
Fantastic.
Lucky miner. Meow. So on here, we had 1 box. So we've got 2 lucky miners. What we say, we repeat this one, or we do the climbing to get more lucky miners?
You decide.
Gibash.
We can connect them both. I don't know. I think that
We
we
can
can
connect
try
them
the
both.
climbing
We
one.
could do that route and then come over and climb.
Okay. Okay, let's do both. Instead of going up from the waterfall, you'll have to use the climbing route that starts
So-
from here, as you can see.
This time,
And
Bruno,
from-
you have to type in your own 3, 2, 1, go into your chat because you have to go on go. That's the only way to synchronize it good enough for people.
Okay.
So you know,
Well,
if you're climbing this is a practice, people. I suck. I suck at climbing. I'm not even gonna attempt it.
And I would say that Gibash is that's cheating.
Okay, so the first time you go through, you can use the waterfall. The second time you climb, you can't use the waterfall. So it's the same loop as before, but you have to get back here. You don't have to get on this rock the second time. You can just slide past this wall into here, and you got to climb the climbing route without the help of the waterfall. So first person to get to the flag up there is the winner. So there'll be two winners, right? One on our stream, one on your stream.
Yep. So let me get this right. First, they go on the waterfall, they make the track, and then they have to climb without using the waterfall.
Right. Same
Okay.
same route as before, but you also have to climb the path at the end.
Okay, perfect. I think that everyone got it. So first, it will be the same as before. Climb up the waterfall, do the track, come back here, restart, but you have to climb without using the waterfall. And whoever reaches that flag up there, which cannot be seen very well, will be the winner. Okay, I'm about to get ready to type in here. So everyone, please join me and give us into that starting spot. Okay, perfect. And all right, let's go. I'm going to type here 3, 2,
All right, mine's starting at 9. All right,
1.
watch mine for me.
So yeah, first waterfall, then climbing route.
Okay, everyone is ready. I'm about to type. Go, 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 go on my end here. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Bruno's end.
Yep.
Okay,
I-
so don't anticipate the go. Wait till you see the go on my end. Nobody jump off sides. Wapax,
Well,
come on.
but
I'm just
Pickaxe
kidding.
wait. It did wait.
I'm just kidding, Wapax.
Um,
You're good.
All right.
Why is everyone falling from here? Oh,
Roxy tried to keep swimming through the waterfall. Mosca has made it through. Wapax representing his rabid.
right. Now you have to climb without using the waterfall.
Don't worry, you're not out of it, Wapax. They have to climb that
the
mountain. You gotta go this
7/7
way.
has the lead in our
Oh,
map.
I guess Wapax
Here
gave up.
it's one boxed.
The
One
7/7,
box.
the climbing route. The climbing
Now you
route.
got to do the climbing route.
That's
Yep.
Shakespeare.
Oh, let's go to the
one
climbing.
boxed.
Oh, it's gonna
Everyone
be
who
a
finished the
close
race go
one.
for a climbing route.
Okay, I got
Whoever gets
one
to the
box.
flag
Oh,
first.
you fall down.
Sudori Ryu is first in this experience. Oh,
Here it's
he's
not
close
done
there.
yet.
Don't fall.
Got one box.
Can you jump
taking
on
the
that one?
leads.
Yeah, you can. You can. Oh, that
Yes.
jump is hard. Oh no. Oh no. The
Oh.
7/7 is the first one.
One box is about to make it here.
There,
Oh my, the
7/7's
7/7
made
is
it.
there.
Oh, he did it. One box did it. Woo, that
One
was
box
close.
did it?
But one box already
That's
won.
a tough at the top. 7/7's
is.
got it. The 7/7's got it.
We need a second place here because one box won both times. So
Okay.
the second place on this one will also be one of the lucky miners. But one box nailing it really hard.
Congratulations, the 7/7s. That was a great performance.
And here is on the second place. It is the Sanders Sandman.
And
Got
Sudori Ryu
Vinicius.
is second on our side.
Oh, here we still got a competition here. One box just nailed it on first place both times. Got Sanders Mono. Okay, he's taking the lead. Breezy 75. Oh, that was a bad move, bad jump there. But I can feel the tension already from the climbing. No! There's plenty of time to reach second place. We still got a lucky miner to come here. And will he be able? Oh no, you also fall down.
The
My
top is
God.
quite difficult.
It is starting all over again. But I think that this degree of difficulty makes it really fun to make a
Yeah,
competition.
yeah.
Oh, he's getting an ank to it. Look at this. Very good.
The second time is no waterfall yet.
Oh no, he fall down again. So everyone, there's still an open spot on the map on the right to be one of the lucky miners.
You can do it.
You can do it. I'll Don't copy me. I'm the referee. I'll just swim my way up there because I want to
She'll
record the
miss
show
it.
stuff. Okay, let's go. No, you cannot do this. This is cheating.
If you swim right into the wall, you go
I just
straight up.
want to. Oh, we got Sanders Mono almost here. I want to see if I can check.
Hardest part.
Oh! Oh my god.
That part is the
It's,
hardest part.
it feels
Yeah,
like.
but it was very fast on single player, but now when the map is multiplayer,
Okay, much better now.
it doesn't have that much speed.
Yeah,
So we
you're
got still 9A, 7A. We've got Breezy 75. Got Sanders Mono still competing in here. Shakespeare kind of. He has already gave up, like, I'm not going to climb that. He's also said it's easy.
Fred, I thought a question. So,
One box
for
is
example,
laid down.
we have this wonderful object like right here. Can I copy and paste it,
which
and
wonderful
will
object?
it work? Sorry.
Like the drops, or like just that
Yeah.
block?
For example, if we want to like add this kind of track, for example,
Oh yeah, we could absolutely add that track. We just have to
right.
make individual messages for each event so that they don't communicate with each other.
Mm-hmm.
But we could absolutely do that over and over.
Understood. All right.
Or you could make it so that the message only goes in a sphere that's far enough to reach the things it's supposed to. We can do that as well.
Oh no! They're struggling so hard. So if you still want to participate in this one, there's not a winner. One box won, but he won 2 times. You can see him relaxing down there, like sitting, waiting.
How bad do you want a mining session? Prove it now.
So there's still room there. I can see Shakespeare on the other side of the waterfall with Leonard. We got Sanders Mono. We got Breezy 75. 9A, 7A is just taking
This is
it
how you
way-
level up your parkour.
Hell yeah. It's just taking a really nice bathing session over there.
Eventually, your heart will stop. The adrenaline will go away. And you'll be able to be calm and focused again.
That is true. Hey, one box is about to show how it's done again.
We're not just laughing at 9A7A, we're laughing at everybody.
I like that he's just chilling there, like just swimming on the waterfalls. One box is already there again. Like, wow.
I think point 1 must be harder because everybody in point 0 is up there.
Really? Everyone finished?
Yeah, for the most part.
Oh, wow. Oh, no. Sanders. Braziers. There you go. You can make that. No, okay. Not that bad. One box already finished again.
It's
Sanders
that
back again.
jump where you have to jump out and then turn and go back in. That's just
This
it's
one.
a hard thing to get used to, but it's a very useful thing in the sandbox if you can get better at that particular I can't think of the word I want to use, like input, that particular
Challenge.
not a challenge, but like
Okay.
all I can think of is input.
It's this one. He did it. No! You had it, man. You had it right there. Breezes is trying to get up there, making a bit of the non-fair play type of climbing.
And let's send it to the commercial break for a minute and come back in just a minute.
Hey, I believe you guys. I believe
guys,
in you
I
guys.
love you. If you feel like I'm making fun of you, I'm not. Believe me, I've been there.
I believe that you can make it.
I believe in you. You can do it.
Oh, he found this. Okay, Breeze 75 just found a trick for that jump, but he just, oh no. You got yourself in a tough spot. Nope, that is not reachable. No, you just fall down. Actually, I'm not gonna lie. The rabbitars are a lot of fun as avatars.
Yeah, they're awesome.
They're really cool. You guys can make it. Let's do it. Well, if this is a hard one, you cannot. You have to wait until the climbing hills that are on the Misty
At the
Mountain.
Misty Mountain, yeah, I can only
Yeah.
imagine.
Okay, let me try to compete as well. Okay, let's go as well in here. Let's see how difficult is this being for everyone.
All right, Bruno's getting in there. If you win, let us know in chat if you get up there. Don't cheat.
Okay. Oh goddamn! I'm also getting nervous. No.
Yeah, don't let that adrenaline go away. Go away, adrenaline. Oh, you use the waterfall as cheating.
I'm controlling.
I played a lot of
I
fighting
got
games
it.
in my day, so I'm a bit of a shit talker.
Let's go Apex together. Don't rush. Don't rush.
Off.
This is the hard part, jumping out and back in.
No.
You got to keep the camera like out so you can see. It's about being able to use the numpad like down and right and back straight in while you keep the camera behind you. That's the best way to do it.
Okay,
You
this
need a
part.
tutorial from One Box, please, or go
I feel
west.
like this first part is already very very simple to make.
There's like 2 really hard jumps at the top, particularly one really hard jump.
It's this one.
And it's
I don't. I'm
this
not.
one.
I don't even know how to.
Oh my.
You have to
what
keep
should
the
be on
camera behind you, no, like in front
Like
of you there.
this?
Yeah. Now jump at yourself, go right, and go back in.
So I go forward and
But
Ikion
keep
is
your
making
camera
it.
like that so you can see.
No. Yeah, I have camera issues as well.
If Gibbish can, here, I'll try to get up there. I haven't made it all the way to the top yet either, so I'll stop laughing at all you.
Mocking everyone like if you don't try it and you don't fail it, you can.
Yeah, I'll
You're
make sure
entitled
Gibbish
to-
watches me try.
Okay, you're almost here. Okay, this is getting easier, I would say, to reach until here. Okay, I'll try just go like this. Oh god. So you have to make that jump. How do you call it? The one that you're already out. You're just using the collision box, and then you can still make the a leap go further away. You would have a name for this.
Yeah, it's called hard.
All just hard jump. Okay, here we go.
All right, Gibbish, you watching me?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Let's
yeah.
do it. Ah, I missed. But that's how you do
Good
it.
job, Apex. Good job.
You did it, and here. Oh,
At least my technique is I'm. Oh
you
no!
cannot make
I
it.
dropped.
Ikion made it?
Yeah,
That
we
a
got a winner
boy.
here. Hell yeah!
Get
Congratulations.
that boy a
Oof,
purple pickaxe.
I was getting all sweaty here. Yeah, look at Shakespeare from waiting.
At least my
When-
technique making this jump is I'm really concentrating on that corner. Like
2 hours later.
How do I make myself also to relax in the water like this? Or is it like this?
Easy peasy.
Hell yeah!
oh no!
Oh, I missed the easiest one. But I made the hard one, so I feel better.
Y'all were stressing me out while I was working, said Zikion. And you got in time to make to actually win the race. But I have to tell that Sanders Money and Princess 75, they were making a hell of a fight in here. So I do want to give the kudos for trying it out because they tried it really, really hard. And actually,
Yeah.
they're still going for it. Like, I don't care if the competition, if
Yeah.
there's a winner, I'm going to make it there.
No, yeah. I appreciate that. Thanks for trying so hard.
Oh, there we go. Oh, that was close.
Vapex, you know what I would suggest you to do? You know there is running. I don't know if you're doing with shift.
That was.
I'm not sure.
That was a
but-
good jump. Oh, Sanders.
Just
You
try
did the
to
hard part.
relax.
But I feel like Sanders, just from his moving, he kind of feels like he's already mastering it. So yeah, this is a good
All it
exercise.
takes is practice.
Yep. All right, and we are into 1 hour and 30. So I would say that we go into the Missy Mountain map, or maybe we can just make a race out of fun before we go. Also want to participate in a race.
I don't know. You have four. How many picks did you give out? You have like four
4.
mining
yeah, this
sessions to do.
Yep, this would be just for fun. Not any prizes at all, but I would guess that everyone's still trying to climb in here.
We can have something exciting set up for next week too. I think we've gotten a lot of ideas from this week.
Yep, and there's more testing for next week. Okay, I think we should that as well. Okay, Gibash, I think that we have most people on your end, right?
Well, we have in the map
Got
9,
9 people in our instance.
so 7
Okay, we're about
without
6.
me and Ferdinand.
Okay, so here we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and without me, yeah, 5, 6. So I'll be the one dropping out of this one. You guys carry. I'll open 0.7. Can you please block out my here my you can make your big your screen in the meantime while I load 0.7. Hey, perfect. Okay. So regarding, I just want to make a recap regarding this map and this experience into what we looked today. And also we want to ask for your feedback regarding if you do have any questions or if you have also any type of suggestions you want us to implement in the... Oh, you close the map too as well, Gibish.
I'm logging into the 0.7.
Oh. All right. We'll do it like that. But what I was about to say is that, so from what you see that we developed in there, would you like us to try any type of event, for example, any type of trap in the same way we're doing this logic and putting out for you? Would you like to see, hey, can you guys do this type of event? Can you guys do these type of traps? And of course, by trading ideas and sharing that, we can also try to set those up as well and make it on the live test map. So yeah, feel free to send those suggestions in. And Surodario is asking, did we have to make a ticket in Discord or something for the numbers 1 and 2? I missed that part. No, but the winners, so we've got Meow, we got one box, I've got Ikion Art, and also who won on your end?
The 7s and Meowl.
The 7s. Okay, so probably what we will need... I think I have everyone's wallets except for Meow. I think Meow is new in here. So I would ask Meow to open up a ticket in the Discord server so that we can get your wallet address. So you type in the wallet address by opening a ticket. So that can give you the prizes. Or actually, you could share. You could fill it up, the form for the Lucky Miner, which should be under !LFM. You just open the ticket. Okay, perfect. That also works. Yep, here it is. And welcome to the server. Also, regarding the server, we're kind of down in terms of bots, so we took away Me6 bot from the server, and right now Sid is actually developing custom bots that will put all those functions that we had on Me6, but on a custom bot. So whenever we keep developing the game as the community also evolves, new features will be added, and since we own the bot now and we can add up the features, we'll be able to customize it in a way that serves better what we're building in here. So yeah, keep tuned for those type of news as well. But for now, I just want to say that the bot is offline and we'll be putting back online as soon as it's possible. Okay, here we are. So we had I think that the first winner was Meow, then we had one box, then we had the sevens, and for last we had Ikion. So I will start with that order. So for Meow, let me check here, and I'll do this for you to check if he does have a pickaxe on his wallet. And by the way, Fred, have you logged into this map
No,
anytime? No,
I haven't been in yet.
just curious.
I don't even have 0.7 on my computer yet.
So
Prepare a
the
second.
first miner will be Meow.
I haven't been here
I-
for a mining session. Come on, good luck. Come on, Misty Mountain, let's go.
Now on my end, now work. All right, he does not have a pickaxe, so we will have to raffle Meow 1. So we're going to put up Wheel of Fortune, which has two numbers, 1 and 2. If it falls under a 1, you'll be getting an iron pickaxe. If it falls under a 2, you'll be getting a silver pickaxe. The difference is that 1, the iron, it has 5 hit points, and the second, the silver, it has 25 hit points. So good luck, and let's spin the wheel. Now we have
Oh yeah, the sounds. I do have to change the sound output.
Beep, 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 beep. Hey, welcome, Gold. How you doing?
K's in chat? Not a boy. What's up?
And it looks like it's a silver. Hell yeah. Like, love to see that. Oh no, I heard another beep. That was not good.
Dude, that platform did get parented onto a car somehow. That's why you were flying around the screen.
And we've got an iron pickaxe for Meow. So Meow, we've got all these different type of blocks that will consume hit points from your pickaxe. So let us know what type of blocks do you want to mine. If you're going to mine sand blocks, you can mine 5. If you're going to mine dirt blocks, you can mine 2. And you can, with the remaining hit point, mine a sand block. Clay, you can mine 3, and then you have 2 hit points left. And it's a formula in between that. So you have 5 with an iron pickaxe. So let us know what type of blocks you want to mine. You still in the map with everyone, Fred?
No, I backed out.
Okay. We can leave it open for everyone to join. So while we're streaming, the map will be open. And once we close the stream, then we will be deleting that map.
Well, that's probably why it wasn't working.
One box. That would have been the fine bet. I'm not sure. Can I do that later in Discord? No, you cannot do that later. We're in the map right now. You have to choose. It's all you have to do. Choose the what type of blocks you want to mine.
Just got to choose the block you want to mine.
I would suggest sand.
You can go
Just because more
sand,
chances. But
yeah. Sand, dirt, or gravel. Clay. I forgot clay. Ikion's the best.
yeah, sure, sand. All right. All right.
Alright.
So let's mine some sand, and let's see what will we get.
And please,
Congrats.
everyone, type in good luck so that Meow can get the best luck here from the Misty Mountain.
So the first block with educational sand, so no drop from there. Let's destroy another one.
Going to need here the beautiful, beautiful form. So iron, sand,
Second block, also educational sand.
Come
Let's keep
on,
mining.
coal.
and welcome J-Dog. And by the way, today it's Friday, so today NFT Paris has started. We know that Wicked U2 went over there. We've got Razzle as well going over there, the Nobody. Feels like it's going to be a great party. I wish I could also be there, meeting all these Sand fam in person. Last time I got to be with the Sandbox team was on the non-fungible conference last year, and actually there was a lot of people there, but I knew no one. So, Fred and Gibbers, did you know that actually Gordon and the team from Outer Studios was actually here in Lisbon, the same conference? We did not met. We were attending the same place, probably
Yeah,
the same booth, but
I have heard that story. That's pretty crazy. And then you guys ended up working together, even though you didn't know each other were there.
yep, basically that's
So
that.
Meow, sorry, the RNG gods did not give us any drop, or so yeah, probably need to try again.
Because of seeing Meow so many times, I just remembered a so stupid joke. So dumb joke. But I'm not going to say it because it's not proper. It's a not proper one. Okay, so no prizes for Meow. That was unfortunate. And keep trying, keep filling up that form. Next time you might be able to get one of the prizes. And if you want to increase your chances, if you do get one of the Pickaxe NFTs from our collection, not only you get to participate in the play to earn mining games, but you also get more hit points whenever you win here on the stream as well. DM on Discord, I want to hear. It's just very dark humor, but it's all good.
All right, who was the second winner?
It was actually one boxed.
One boxed. All right.
The impossible ones representing. Here we go.
Here we go. So if I'm not mistaken, it's a ruby pickaxe. We're probably going for. I'm just taking notes, but I have a good hunch that it's going to be these type of blocks. You can let us know. But you can know. Sorry, one box. What type of blocks do you want to mine?
Let's get that pickaxe.
Stone. Yep. I wrote this. I wrote it well. Again, one more time, please, everyone, type in good luck so that one box can get a very good mining session here at the Misty Mountain. Grab some sand. Leave here the stream with a happy face for the weekend so that later on his wallet gets filled with sand. Maybe you're not sure, but I feel lucky today. Hey. We have some good luck messages in here. Huddle Hill, Iconart, Secret Meow, Novel
All
Art.
right, one box. Let's do this.
Yep.
Okay, good luck. Let's do the best that we can.
Stone's always an exciting one.
If you all remember, we had about two white diamonds not long ago. They were pretty much like back to back. And I remember last stream we were talking about, so we just had a lot of loot during this one. Now there's no drops, then we should be at, oh, we got a silver nugget. Hell yeah.
Yep.
Silver nuggets. You gotta do some mining by yourself, Fred, one of these days.
Definitely.
I'm not sure if I highlighted all the messages. Is it just me? It feels like the logic is running much faster today.
Well,
feels
when
the
it's
same.
when it's thinking what to drop, let's say the drop duration, then it's a bit heavy. But when it's not thinking, it's perfectly smooth.
Okay.
I
Oh,
can
come
turn
on.
on the FPS. So
17, 21.
20 while streaming, 21 while streaming. I do have open a lot of tabs, OBS, and
Do you
Discord.
have any sort of stuff that shows what all of the percentages of things are roughly that you can get from stuff? like media of that?
Mm,
Just curious. It'd be a cool thing to have on like a Twitch panel underneath. It's like you scroll down, you see the chances of things out of the blocks.
oh, okay.
Like how
Like
much
a
of your chance
tutorial?
for a white diamond is out of a stone block or out of a piece of dirt or all the stuff that it can come out of, you know?
Hmm. I think we can set that up, not on the game itself, but like on Twitch, just as an
Yeah, just like a promo thing.
Oh
Did
yeah.
one box said gravel?
Uh,
All right.
Well,
Let's change it to gravel.
that's
he wants
bad
to change
juju.
to gravel. Yeah.
Bad juju. All right.
What's that message there? Is it like a lost mineral? Oh no, that's the earth rune. Let's take the bad juju off the stone and let's get some gravel. But yeah, we can add that definitely, like some sort of wild card that we can paste it around here, maybe.
Yeah, or just put it in like a Twitch panel or just something to tweet out every once in a while or something.
So the same way that we have blocks, like the command that we have for
Oh yeah,
exclamation mark blocks, we
exactly.
could
You
have, for
could do that
example,
with
exclamation
Nightbot
mark,
too. Yeah.
yeah, exclamation mark sands, and you would see what's the odds for you to get one of those. That would be
Yeah. That'd be pretty cool.
good. Right, come on, let's do this.
Silver ore.
Okay, silver ore. Probably was right. Bad juju on the other one. So on this map, one of the things that we also want to do is some tutorials based on the logic that we have happening here on the Misty Mountain. It will be long tutorials. It will be many tutorials. And it will even just make time to produce them. But one of the things we're thinking actually, so we have to upgrade this logic to 0.8. So why not, while upgrading the logic to 0.8, which is a work that has to be done, and since it has to be done once, why not take the chance while it's being upgraded to also explain it and make a tutorial out of it while updating into 0.8. So it's kind of a double win here. At the same time that we have to do it, we can also explain it. Oh, silver nugget.
Silver nugget.
Was that from a gravel?
I think. I think it was.
One box doing the right call there. Hey, stop mining that shit. Going to gravel. So yeah, back to the tutorials. Basically, it's that. So whenever we get into transit or make the transition into GameMaker 0.8, we'll take the chance to also record and explain how the tutorial works. And there will be a series of smaller, so breaking down into smaller tutorials, actually to just put that information out there. As Fred also announced and teased in the clip for today's stream. So the Pickaxe Master team is also taking commissioned jobs for logic consultant, testing, and reviewing, and also building. As you can see, there's also a boss killer, which is part of the team. He never goes live into the streams, but he's also the logic developer here at the Pickaxe Master now as well with Fred and Ferd. So with all these expertise and knowledge, as we can also show during the stream on how to approach creatively any type of problem and how to go around it, and eventually finding a solution that works for it. So if you want to get any of that, just send us a DM over Twitter, Twitch, Discord. Just send us a DM over any of our social media or even an email. We can discuss and we can see project by project what are your needs and what is the best approach to fit into your needs. Having that said, the tutorials will also serve as a way not only to show what are our capabilities in terms of development of logic, but also what are the extension of the knowledge as well. Keep tuned for that. I think it will be very, very good to see you using these logic components, which create a consumable type of ecosystem, the consumable items ecosystem that can be tied up with RNG, and with that you can create your own in-game economy. There's other stuff that are linked with in-game economies that are more into theoretical thinking and designing as well on how do you want to implement that in-game economy. But these components do create a scarcity grid system. They create a consumable. So you have a drainer from the ecosystem. You have the consumable, which is also also the tap. With this way, you're able to create yourself your own game economy, which can be used in very different ways. In here, we're mining, but it could actually be boss fighting. You could be killing mobs, and they would be dropping sort of random equipment, and you could have a sword that's also running with this type of logic, and your sword could be broken. So instead of having a pickaxe in your mining blocks, you could have a sword that's killing bosses, and then the sword breaks. But the logic would be the same. So yeah, I'm pretty excited when this goes out to see what you can come up and what you can develop with this. So, Ivesh, just to confirm, we had 2 silver nuggets and one
silver ore.
Okay. All right, so this makes 2 lucky miners so far. We've got 2 left until we can close the stream. And we've got Ikion and the 7th. So I think that the 7 finished first. So let's get him here on the stream. And if you're still watching, please type in. I know that you have a ruby pickaxe. And if I'm not mistaken, the 7th is 322 confirmed. Yep, here it is. All right, let's just give it a check to see the pickaxe. And afterwards, let's go mining. And regarding time, probably you're going to choose stone, but we're going to advise you to choose either gravel or stone. Just, yeah. Thank you. Let's go with stone. Perfect. So another ruby pickaxe. Stone. And 322 confirmed. Okay. So another thing, which is regarding tokenomics, there is some cool thing happening about it. And also, with the new website development, there's going to be a new light paper. And the new light paper will contain much, much more information and detailed information of what will be the future of the Pickaxe Master, Misty Mountain, and its expansions. I have to admit, it's very interesting to see what's there on the tokenomics. They feel very, very solid, very complete, and I would say it kind of picks up from every aspect, since DeFi, NFT, utility, governance. There's a lot into it. So I just want to let it, how do you call it? When the thing is hot, you just want to let it cool down, like when you're cooking.
Yeah, just let it cool down, let it simmer. I don't know.
Let it simmer. Okay. Because there's some words in Portuguese that they are very specific and hard to translate into English. And yeah, basically it's like that. So just let it simmer, stay down, cool down just a little bit. So it feels like all the ideas and all the logic, everything is connected and makes all the sense. And we can test it out, stress test it into the spreadsheet as well. But it's looking promising, and I cannot wait to be able for you to look into the new light paper and see the new what will be for the future of the Pickaxe Master. My new animated emojis is ready, says One Box. If 322 get a diamond, I will be like that old man hanging slot machine, and the second he goes to the bathroom, random guy plays a slot and gets the jackpot. Let's see what happens. And by the way, I've not seen yet anyone in the server, in the chat. Please type in good luck so that we have now 322 confirmed on to be one of the lucky streamers. Oh my god, one of the lucky miners. It's Friday. I also need my weekend as well. Brain is not thinking properly. It's tired, been a long
Whoever
week.
wins, they get to set up logic tests for next Friday.
Hell yeah.
Uh,
Brain
Hopefully
is
you're
already,
good.
yeah, brain is already going to weekend mode. You need to relax, bro. It's all good. It's been a long week, I have to admit. Actually, I cannot wait for later. Just be able to, after dinner, get a bit of television and just think of not. I'm not sure about you guys, but I don't have time to watch I do not watch television. Maybe the only time I get to watch television is like 1 hour per week, which is like Friday nights. I get to watch a movie, and that's my. And actually, I quite enjoy it for 1 hour, being able to not think on anything.
Yeah, I definitely don't watch TV anymore or anything like that. But I have two younger kids who pretty much take up all the screens in the house, you know. But yeah, no, I spend most of my time in Game Maker, believe it or not.
I do. I do believe you, and I also believe that having kids, you do have to watch a movie or another with the kiddos, and like, hey, let's watch the Mermaid for the 10th time. Sure, I've never seen that movie
No,
before.
it's not the Mermaid anymore. It's Frozen, Bruno. Come on.
Okay, now it's Frozen. You're right. I have to update myself. Let's watch the Frozen for the 15th time. Oh, I've never
The 100th time. Okay.
the 100. I cannot believe I missed that detail over there. I can imagine, but at the same time, it should be fun. Like, it's actually fun how kids can watch the same movie hundreds of times and not get tired of it.
My movie when I was little, Home Alone with Macaulay Culkin. I watched that
Mm.
movie probably 100 times.
Mine was Fantasia from Disney.
Yeah,
Fantasia.
Fantasia. That's also a very
Fantasia.
good one.
Yeah, hundreds. My sister was My Little Pony. Also hundreds of times there. And Nowhere, Sunshine Jersey. This is in the Rainbow Chest of Shakespeare. You can find it on the TSP shop. Huh. So that jersey also has the rainbow?
Yep, that's right.
Oh, that's a pretty cool one, I have to say. Very, very cool one.
Wicked You 2 has that too. I know.
It was actually the first time I think I saw it on a social hub. But very, very well done. It kind of, I thought it was from the Aura. Hey, Silver
Silver Nugget.
Nuggets. I thought it was from the Aura series because usually they have that setup of things going around you. So really, really thought it was from their collection. Which, from the beginning, I remember seeing the Aura equipment, and I was not quite sure if it was like. But now looking how they present themselves, especially in a social hub setting, it's like, okay, this is what they're going after. This is actually pretty cool. We only got one prize, right?
I think so, yeah. I'm going to check, but yeah, I think only one silver nugget.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, at least it was without anything. And no one box. You did not went to the bathroom and the guy next to you took the jackpot. And 322 confirmed it's something. It's not getting here bare-handed without anything at all. So congratulations, you got yourself a silver nugget. And sometimes you win more, sometimes you win less, sometimes you win big, sometimes you win nothing. That's part of the game. And lastly, for today, we've got Ikion Art that won the last race. So he's going to also be the last lucky miner here on stream. So please, Ikion, let us know what type of blocks do you want to mine, as we're going to also confirm what type of pickaxe you own in your wallets. You know what I want? Hell yeah. I think that she'll be going. Just taking, from the stats. Let's go stone or let's go home. So gold pickaxe, stone blocks, and wheat yarn. Also want to say that we're going to have a giveaway on the 6th of March. That's been sponsored by Vox Machina Studios. He was very kind to donate to the Pickaxe Master community and is going to make a drop. So we're going to give away some of his assets here, and they're looking really, really good. Stay tuned. So you already know that on 6 March, there'll be something cool happening. Be here. You don't want to miss it out.
Beans.
Beans. Just a heads up. Heads up, and also thank you.
Yeah. He also gave me some to give away on my stream too for giving out beans.
He did what?
He also gave me some of his assets to give out on my stream as well.
Oh, so you know beans.
I do know those beans.
I do have to ask where that reference comes from. Beans. Why beans? Why not potatoes? Hey, potatoes! Whoa, potatoes! Why
Because
beans?
beans, they're good for the heart, and the more you eat them, the more you fart. Obviously.
Can you say it again, but very slowly? I think I understand it, but I just want to make sure that
Beans, they're good for the heart, and the more you eat them, the more you fart.
We got a silver nugget.
Okay, I'm computing silver nuggets.
Actually, I really like beans, and I do have to agree.
I love beans as well.
The more you eat it, the worse it gets.
But so leaking out news, is like comparing to farting. Like so when you're
I
sitting,
don't know where the new slang beans came from.
or even who invented like that. I was like beans, but why? I question stuff like a lot, and I'm like, why beans? Where did this stuff came from?
I'll
If
try to
anyone
Google it
knows.
for you.
I think I remember this kind. It started as a meme. So basically, people start filming beans, and like I have some beans for you. Maybe someone remembers that kind of memes that were on internet like 6 years ago. But yeah, so
It comes
I'm
from
just guessing.
spilling the beans, which is from ancient Greece when people would use beans to vote anonymously. White beans were used for positive votes, and for negative votes, black beans were used.
What?
All right, more we know now.
And that's where the phrase "spill the beans" comes from.
Spill the beans. All right.
Oh,
So
Huh.
beans comes from "spill the beans," which comes from ancient Greece, apparently.
who would have known? Spill the beans. I actually thought it was a Sanfam kind of thing.
Oh no.
So it would be okay. I can see the parallel. It makes sense. It does make sense.
Well, yeah. Regarding the voting, yeah, probably then.
I'm trying to also look for beans meme. Spill the bean. Spill the beans meme. But I feel like this is more crypto related, NFT related, this slang, no?
Well,
Nope, just stolen.
yeah, I did heard this kind of with the beans, not in crypto. Quite long time ago.
Okay. Maybe I'm not just that internet savvy, slang savvy. No.
I've definitely heard that long ago.
Oh, our pickaxe is broken. We did get 1 silver nugget, so let's go trade it.
Let's confirm it.
Oh, we got some educational sand.
Get into that vault. My grandparents mentioned it 30 years ago. Okay, that's a long
So
time.
if it's from ancient Greeks, so it's around 2000 years.
That's
Mhm.
an old saying.
So
That's a pretty old saying. It's
like
made the rounds.
Jesus has some competition. Like
Jesus actually said spill the beans.
yeah, he probably did.
You're getting into something there.
All right, yeah, it was one silver nugget.
And
Um,
at least you got a prize for everyone, except for Meow, that
mm,
only got an iron pickaxe and was not fortunate enough to actually get a prize as well. But hey, keep trying. Next time, who knows? For today, we're at 2 hours of stream, and I think we have reached an end here. So I want to thank you for being here, for going into the multiplayer live test. I hope that you liked the experience we've set it up for you. We'll be putting more next week so that we can all try together and also learn with the outcome that we'll be getting out of those. And there will always be a parallel with everything that we have tested before, so you can see a sense of continuation here as well. But I do want to wish a good weekend to you all. I hope that you have a relaxed, you have a refreshing weekend, so that next week you start with energy and go back to building and developing here on the sandbox, because it's what we do. We keep building and we keep improving every week, every day. So I want to say thank you for being here, and we'll see you on the next week. But before we close, I want also to pass the word here to Fred and Fred and Gibbous, and I'll start with Gibbous, that's on the left, and then with Fred, and we close the stream and raid the sandstorm.
thank you everyone for being here. We do really appreciate, and just thank you for sticking till the end. Thank you for testing, for all of the messages in the chat, for all the hearts, and yeah, let's see each other on the Monday.
Yes. Very awesome. Hopefully next week we have some more details on how we can collaborate better together. But for now, if you have questions or if you have any ideas of events that you would like to see in your game or you would like to see us test, please DM me on Twitter. And we'll try to streamline better communication. We'll talk about that next week.
All right, very good. Monday, we will see at 3 p.m. UTC. We'll be getting back at our normal hour. So see you soon. Have a good weekend. Cheers.
In ancient times, this secret mountain was sealed by the dwarf deities with 5 powerful.
Let's skip that boring part and let's dig into business. I need your help.
Hey, where am I? This is a bit different from what I visited earlier.
Hey, come here quick.
Oh, me?
Yes, you.
How dare you to interrupt my story? I am the mountain.
Well, as I was saying, this is the Misty Mountain and has 2 things about it. One, it's filled with golds and diamonds. And there is some kind of weird magic.
What was the last part?
Instead, you can mine any dwarf streams, and all you need is a pickaxe.
Any dwarf streams?